right, it is time to talk about weather, and we've got some potentially severe weather moving through North Texas today. You don't have to go any further than just barely stepping outside to feel it. You can feel that moisture just in the air. We've got plenty of it.
Welcome to that time of year, obviously. And I would say that today's pretty typical severe weather threat for us here in North Texas this time of year. We got one of these strong caps in place, so we have to kind of get rid of that before we're going to worry about severe storms, at least in and around the DFW area. And my main concerns are some large to maybe some decent sized hail, strong winds, and I can't rule out an isolated tornado for kind of one corner of North Texas, but that's certainly not the forecast for everybody, and I'm not guaranteeing severe storms for everybody or even storms for everybody.
It depends on that cap, I guess,
right?
Yeah,
it depends on the cap, and it also depends on kind of where you live, because there's kind of some areas that might have a little bit more favored activity than others. And like I said, we're going to go through this multiple more times as we head through the next couple months, because it is the peak of severe weather season here in North Texas. So
it's part of life.
It's the way it is. So here we go. Tornado watch in place for Denton County out toward Wise County, Jack County, Young County to the north, Montague County, Cook County, and Grayson County, all underneath this tornado watch until 9 o'clock this evening. But to be honest with you, at least when it comes to Grayson County, Denton County, storm chances really aren't until way later today. The reason why this got issued, I'll show you the radar here in a second, is because there's already some storms maybe approaching kind of the western end of that watch. Runs until 9 o'clock tonight. So Denton County, the only one included in the DFW area for that watch. Then we have a severe thunderstorm watch, areas west of DFW. Parker County, Palo Pinto County, Stevens County farther to the west, and that also runs until 9 o'clock this evening. Could there be a watch issued for the rest of DFW and other portions of North Texas sometime later on this evening and into tonight? Absolutely possible. But as of right now, these are the only two watches that are in place at the moment. Here's what I think kind of the best chance to see a severe storm, I think, in that tornado watch area. So that would be kind of along and north of 380, Red River areas, and especially up into Oklahoma. For the rest of North Texas, including DFW, pretty decent cap in place. So we'll call for isolated to scattered severe storms. I don't think anything horribly widespread or anything like that. And actually, if we ended up getting maybe a line of storms, that would even lessen the severe weather threat. So I don't have widespread severe thunderstorms for DFW to the south in the forecast, but I do have the chance for some isolated to scattered severe storms. So that's why I said not everybody going to see severe storms the remainder of the day today, but the potential is certainly there. Here's that activity I was talking about. Remember, it was kind of Seymour, Archer City, Wichita Falls on the western end of that tornado watch, and now we got some storms kind of moving into that area. So that's why the watch was issued. But because those storms could potentially, they're going to keep on moving to the east-northeast and into other areas of North Texas, just go ahead and issue the watch and go ahead and have it out there through the remainder of the evening. But let's zoom in here. We got a thunderstorm there to the west of Breckenridge, west of Throckmorton. Let's kind of time out so the track is some of this for you. Potentially moving into Graham here in the next hour or so, 5:15. Archer City would be around us, 5:23. Alvord to Bowie, little after 6 o'clock if these storms can hold together. So that's kind of the track for those. Any of this activity would not move into the DFW area until way later tonight, because anything that could potentially move into DFW, we're talking about these storms out near Abilene at the moment. So by the time they reach DFW, it's going to be 7 o'clock, if not after that. There's 6 o'clock storms up near Wichita Falls, 7 o'clock storms still out there, kind of in our northwestern areas. Here's some activity trying to move into DFW. But as I mentioned, it's not widespread significant severe weather just cutting a swath across all of North Texas. It's just a chance for a little isolated to scattered activity. Everything will wind down as we head through the late night hours, and a front will actually move through overnight tonight or maybe by the daybreak hours tomorrow morning. Cooler air behind it, a little bit of sunshine possible tomorrow, but also a little cloud cover as well. We'll call it partly cloudy skies. The clouds end up a little thicker, actually could keep things cooler during the day tomorrow. So between now and 7 o'clock, areas west of DFW have your storm potential. DFW and the rest of North Texas, most of the rest of North Texas, between about 7 to 10. East Texas and far eastern portions of North Texas, it's about 10 to 1 in the morning or so. Dry and cooler by tomorrow morning. Storms are long gone. Remember the window for storms, 7 to 10 for DFW. So after everything moves off to the east, you're done with storms for the night, and for sure dry by tomorrow morning. 56 for the low, so a cooler start tomorrow, and then only about 65 the high tomorrow afternoon. It'll be a windy day, a dry day, and a cooler day behind that front. As I mentioned, there could be some kind of mid to high level clouds hanging around. 65 will be your high. Next 14 days look like this. A week from now is that solar eclipse. Things at the moment still look like there will be some clouds around for that day, although rain chances may be trending downward just a little bit, but I still think there will be clouds around during the day. Now, if they're thin, high clouds, that would definitely help us out. We could still easily see the eclipse happen through that. But if they're thick, low-level clouds, that's going to be a different story. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that as we get closer. The pattern still looks unsettled basically through the early part of next week with almost daily rain and storm chances and your temps staying in the 70s.
All right.